All right, let's talk about something that's probably been keeping you up at night. Lead generation. You're putting in the effort, but those leads just aren't coming in and they just aren't converting. Does that sound familiar? Oh, I get it. The truth is, many consultants, coaches, and service providers are making a few major mistakes when it comes to generating leads, and it's costing them big time, keeping them, quite frankly, broke. But don't worry, I've got you, because in this video, I'm going to break down the biggest lead generation mistakes that you're making right now, and more importantly, how to fix them so that you can finally get the results you deserve. So, let's get to work. All right, so as I go through these mistakes, I want you to make sure that you are writing down which ones you are making. Because if you don't come up with a game plan on how to fix them, then you are going to constantly find yourself in a space of stress saying, I need more clients, I need more clients, I need more clients, and lead generation is where that begins. So mistake number one is that you've got no lead generation process, system, workflow, or funnel in place. Sound familiar? Can I get a number one amen in the comments below if that is your problem?
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
And if that is your problem, I would like to invite you to join me in my lead generation process lab. We are going to be in 5 days. It's my boot camp. And for 5 days, we are going to map out your entire lead generation process and workflow. The one that I'm getting ready to talk to you about that you need, we're going to map it out. And in 5 days, you'll have yours. I'm actually going to be teaching you how to implement mine, all of the steps. And the wait list for it is open right now. We are opening up the doors in October. We're going to be working through it in October. Before Halloween, you will have a lead gen process in place if you join us. So click the link in the description in the comments below, or go to CherylCPerez.com/lead process lab and join the wait list. As soon as enrollment opens, you will get an email message with some special bonuses and discounts, and it is going to ultimately help you get to that next level. So make sure that you join us in the boot camp, and we will take care of mistake number one for you. Now, getting back to the mistake, if you're just winging your lead process and hoping for the best, it really truthfully is no wonder why you're having a problem converting the leads that you're getting. Oftentimes, the biggest thought is, I need more and more and more and more leads. But honestly, you can do really well if you've got this first mistake handled with even just a handful of leads. So if you don't have this, then all the work that you're doing to find leads, to get them, to locate them, to entice them, to attract them is going, quite frankly, down the shitter. So here's why you need a solid funnel. Number one, I always break down lead generation funnels and systems and workflows and processes into 3 things, right? What are the steps that I'm going to do in order to attract folks? So this is getting in front of your ideal client through content, social media, through ads, through attracting them. The second one is, what am I going to do in order to capture that lead? Because even if you've got a huge following on social media and you're just focusing on growing social media followers and likes, it doesn't matter, because if you haven't captured them into your business, they're just sitting out there more as kind of prospects. They're not leads. So you've got to figure out what you're going to do to capture them. And that's with some type of value-based lead magnet, something that's really pertinent and is going to bring them some value and make them ultimately come into your business. And then the third piece is, how am I going to nurture them, build that know, like, and trust with them so that I can ultimately convert them into some of my offers. And so your lead generation process needs to be mapped out in there, and it needs to include all 3 of those things in order to truly be successful. You need a repeatable system that can be as automated as possible so that the leads that come into your business and prospects that come through your journey will go from awareness to decision to actually work with you. And that is exactly, my love, what we are going to be doing in the boot camp. So make sure that you join the wait list. Again, CherylCPerez.com/lead process lab. And by the time we are done in 5 days, you will have this mistake taken care of completely. And while you're down there, of course, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, because, you know, CPTV is here to help your business grow. Mistake number 2 that I see every single time is poor targeting. Yes, poor targeting. So are you talking to the right people? If you're not talking to the right people and you're not talking to the right leads, then chances are that you don't know who your people are.
I don't know.
You don't have a clear ICA profile written out. And if you don't know exactly who you are talking to, then you can't talk to them. That's the bottom line. If you are noticing that you're not getting the right leads, let's just say you're doing a good job at trying to attract them, but you're not getting the right ones, then you have some poor targeting. You've got some poor messaging, and you are targeting too broadly. Really, you are casting this huge wide net, thinking in your mind, well, I'm a good fit for everyone. My solution is made for everyone. And the reality is your solution is made for a very specific person. And that person wants you to help them. They just don't know where you are or how to find you because you're not talking directly to them. You're not looking them in the eye and saying, I feel your pain. I know that you want to know how to get leads. And this is exactly the solution to provide for you, right? So you got to make sure that you are not poor targeting. You got to know your ICA. You got to get crystal clear on who they are, what their pain points are, where they hang out, what they like to do, what their income levels are, what their demographics are, what their psychographics are. And you have to make sure that you know all of that information in order to know what solution they're searching for. Then you've got to tailor your messaging to talk directly to them. I cannot tell you how many times I've had people come to me and say, CP, I feel like you're talking directly to me when I get your email. And the reason is I am talking directly to you. I understand what your concerns are and your problems are. And I want to make sure that I'm letting you know I can help you fix them. I can bring you value. And so that is a big part of making sure that you're not making mistake number 2. So mistake number 3 that I see folks make, and it just hurts my heart, is inconsistent marketing efforts. Yes. I see it all the time. And consultants that are going hard, coaches that are going hard for 3 or 4 weeks, right? You're consistent, you're starting to see some results, and you just stop. There's crickets, all right? You cannot do that. You've got to get your time management together. This is truthfully a time management problem. You don't have a complete content calendar ready to go, and you haven't done what I've recommended that you do, what I do, how I'm able to make sure that there is a CPTV episode every single Tuesday. There have been a couple of instances because my life was lifing that I missed a couple of weeks in there, but pretty much for the last 4 years, every single Tuesday, there has been a CPTV episode, and there has been a email newsletter that goes out to my list, and there has been content on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn and on my Facebook and on my TikTok for a reason. And that is for consistency. And I've told you guys my schedule before. You've got to set a schedule for yourself. That is the problem. You will go all in and make this decision and get the gumption and do it all and get yourself together and pull out the camera, and you just don't create enough content in order to not have to do it again when you don't have time. The 15th and the 20th of every single month is my content focused time. And I don't do it for all 5 days. I mean, it's usually maybe a day and a half to 2 days, but I will do every single thing that I need to do for the following month in order to remain consistent. If you are not consistent, the algorithms that you are trying to get content out there have to start all over again, figuring out who you are and who they should put your content in front of. Every single time you stop and take a break. It takes time to kind of get it going. You will no longer be staying on top of mind with your particular leads. That is why inconsistency is killing you. You don't use a content calendar, and you don't have time management around your content, planning out your posts, batching it, and being done with it for a few weeks. And you also don't repurpose enough. And I cannot stress this enough for you. I don't have to sit and make 30 short videos, make 5 newsletters. I'll make, all of this stuff from scratch, right? My strategy is my YouTube video. This video for you guys is my core piece of content, is my long form video. And whatever that topic is, that's what all of my content that week focuses around. And we take this long form video and we chop it up into short pieces of videos. We take sound bites, we find the most compelling pieces, we turn them into short videos. So from this one long form video, I'm able to pull out 10 short form ones. And we are also able to turn it into a blog. We're able to turn it into social copy. We're able to talk about it in my email newsletter. So you see, we're repurposing, and you've got to do the exact same thing. Do not overthink it. Repurpose what's already working and put it out there. It will help you prevent you and make sure that you are not doing this mistake. And again, this is something that we are going to really address in the boot camp. So if it's a mistake that you just wrote down, you got to be in there, because not being consistent is not an option if you want to be successful. Mistake number 4 that I see people make and that you may be making. So again, write this down or put number 4 in the comments below if this is your problem. You're not nurturing your leads properly. You're not. Here's the thing. Most people that come across you, no matter how you think or what you think, are not ready to buy from you the very first time they meet you. I mean, think about that, right? If you are dating someone, or if you are married and whatever, you have a significant other, whatever, they didn't say yes, they wanted to marry you on the first date. Or if they did, then that's a whole nother thing, y'all, that we need to talk about. And that's not today's episode, because that's a little, you know what I'm saying. When you're dating someone, when you want to marry someone, you date them. You court them, you go on a few dates, you nurture the relationship. You see where I'm going with this? If you don't have a process in place to nurture your leads, it's a huge mistake, because the lead will never convert into a customer or client. So I hear people say, I don't have enough clients, and they automatically think they don't have enough leads. Well, you don't need a whole lot of leads if you are doing the nurturing right, because even if you've got 100 leads total, that, you know, come into your business through your leads process, right? Through the first couple steps. Then if you've done the nurturing right, or you continue to do the nurturing right, you know, 10 of those leads will become clients. And some of you are at price points where you only need 10 clients. If you've got a $10,000 product, you only need 10 clients. That's a 6-figure business. It just is. So you've got to nurture them properly. Use email sequences, engage on social media, give them additional value, additional freebies, additional tips and resources and tools. Develop the know, like, and trust, my love. That's what the nurturing is about. And it will definitely pay off. They will convert into clients if you're doing it well. So do not make this mistake. Or if you need help with this mistake, make sure that you click the link and come on into the boot camp, because, you know, I got you. And mistake number 5 that you might be making, and that I want you to stop making. So again, if this is your mistake, write it down. Some of y'all got a notebook right now that's got all 5 of these mistakes on it, and that's okay too. But you know, I want to know in the comments, okay? Not tracking your results. Yeah, you're just not keeping track of your metrics. You're kind of throwing things to the wall. You're throwing spaghetti on the wall to see if it sticks. And in the real world, you know, that might mean that the spaghetti is done, but it's also going to mean that your business is done and that your lead generation efforts are done. Because if you don't track, I have to ask you, how do you know what's working and what's not working? How do you know? How do you adjust? How do you make the tweaks? How do you pivot? You have to know. Here's some key things that I want you to make sure you are measuring, right? How many leads you are generating from your efforts? How many are you getting each day, each week, each month from the efforts? If it's not enough, then the strategy, attraction strategy, is the problem. And that's all you need to work on. It's not the whole thing. Also, what's your conversion rate? What percentage of those leads that you are attracting actually convert into discovery calls, actually convert into clients? If you know the number and that's a problem, then that's the piece that we need to work on, right? The conversion process, the sales process, your leads conversion process. What's it costing you per lead in order to get it done? And those are easy numbers to know. If you are using Facebook ads or Instagram ads to generate your leads, then the actual system itself will tell you what it's costing you. But if you are going to a networking event and you're paying $50 and you walk out with no leads, then you just spent money generating leads that is not results, you're not getting any results from. And that's what I mean to tell you when I say, when you start thinking about the fact that every time you want to generate a lead, it's going to cost you something, then you can have an idea of how much you're spending to generate each lead and if you're getting a good ROI, if you're getting a good return on your investment. That's why this is a critical metric to track. And then also track your engagement levels, especially in your efforts. You know, how many people are opening your email? What's your email open rate? How many click-throughs are you getting on your emails? How many, how much engagement is happening on your social media? Knowing these numbers will help you make decisions around where you need to focus your efforts, where you need to go all in, and where you need to tweak or stop. And a lot of people just keep doing all the wrong things over and over and becoming frustrated, really because you don't know the numbers. I mean, business is a numbers game, and being a successful consultant, coach, service provider, it's a numbers game. The first piece of winning in that game is knowing what the numbers are. It's like playing a football game with no scoreboard. How do you even know if you're trying to win? So this is a huge mistake that you've got to correct. And again, boot camp, we're going to take care of that. I just keep saying that because it's true. So there you have it, my loves, the 5 biggest lead generation mistakes that are keeping you broke, okay? Here they are, and now you know how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, no lead process, funnel, workflow, system in place. Number 2, poor targeting. You do not know who you are talking to, so you're trying to talk to everybody and the message is screaming to no one. Number 3, you are inconsistent in your marketing efforts and have no game plan or time management around how to improve that. Number 4, you are not nurturing your leads properly and you are expecting to go on one date and have somebody marry you, and that's just weird. And number 5, you are not tracking your results. You don't have any metrics, you don't have any KPIs, and you're not properly tracking and documenting them, so you don't know what to fix, how to fix it, or what you need to go all in on, or what you need to stop doing. If you are ready to fix all of these mistakes, again, you need to be in my lead process lab boot camp that is opening, and we are going all in October. In 5 days, you will have all of these mistakes fixed, and you will have your complete lead generation process, workflow, and SOP in place. We will dive deeper into building a foolproof lead generation system, mine, that works. Trust me, I get over 100 leads a month and am able to convert so many of them with this. So the wait list is open. The actual boot camp will happen in October. Join the wait list. If you're on the wait list, you're going to get first access. You're going to get some special bonuses and some special discounts. So make sure that you sign up or put in the comments boot camp, and we will send you the link. And thanks again for watching. I hope that this was an eye-opening experience for you. This was really a come to Jesus type of video, because you need to really understand what mistakes you're making. I love you though, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye. Mwah!